like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right. Yet to fail, nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. If I ask you to what end? Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
What's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to put that intro. I still think that's one of the sickest like intros the MCU did. You know, like they showed him like in the movie like a couple times, like before that, like teased him or whatever. But that intro was sick. So, I just wanted to show that. What's up, Ryan? How you doing today?
It's all right.
It's all right.
No, it was a perfect segue for the topic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How you doing today, Diane?
I'm doing good. Work today. Now I'm tired.
Work.
It would be nice to have had 2 pounds of tater tots, but I haven't eaten anything yet, so I will soon, I guess.
2 pounds of tater tots.
Otherwise, I'm good.
So that brings us to Piggy. So apparently, before this stream, Piggy was really hungry. He ate 2 pounds of tater tots.
Yeah, and they were drowned in hot sauce and sriracha sauce too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're gonna be feeling that later for sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But sometimes you just got to take one for the team.
When he goes away on the stream, we know why.
It's gonna go black and it's gonna mute and be like, okay, we know where you went.
I was almost late for for the stream.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
I knew it was gonna go.
What's up, Piggy? How you doing today? Besides full.
I'm doing well, man. It's so much happening down here in Metro ATL area, from Dragon Con this weekend to PGA was here all week. This is like a million things happening in the city this weekend. So a lot of visitors in, everything is like jam-packed, shut down. So I'm outside of this, I'm in for the day. I don't know if you guys have ever watched this channel called Everything Always, where they talk about like Marvel stuff, movies, latest and greatest, breaking news. But
no, I don't think I have.
If you ever get a chance, check it out. Yeah, it's called Everything Always, and the guy that hosts the channel, his name's Adam. He's actually a collector. He collects guitars and statues. So his band is performing here tonight. So I'm gonna roll down there and show some support. But
that's cool.
Yeah, he's got a cool channel, man. But he never focuses on statues. It's just always like on whatever's breaking in like the MCU.
Yeah. What kind of music did you sing or perform?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What kind of music is it?
It's like alternative music, but like, you just want to go and show support to the people in the community and stuff like that. And he does giveaways on his channel, like every so many thousand subscribers, they give away like PlayStations. And I was like, yeah, bro, you stay away from statues. You stick to the MCU. Yeah. It's dope, dude.
Well, I mean, that gives you options for things to do. I mean, over the long weekend, I mean, it was crazy. I was doing a little bit of traveling yesterday. I went to the zoo with my kids, and we stopped at Buc-ee's. I don't know if y'all know what Buc-ee's is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What is it? What's Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's is a big ass gas station that's like, it's like
it's a Walmart of a gas station.
It's like a staple of Texas. Like when you come, people like visit from other states just to go to Buc-ee's. Like it's a massive store. It's a gas station, but it's got like everything, and it's got clothes. It's got, I mean,
what?
Yeah, it's a gas station with clothes and everything. It's got the pumps probably have about, I don't know, like 100 pumps.
What?
Yeah, it's massive.
That's crazy. Okay.
But I stopped there on the way back home, and normally, like, there's a lot of people during the summertime going out, but yesterday, man, it was crazy. There was like a line out of the bathrooms and everything, like, and the Buc-ee's bathrooms are like, they've got a lot of stalls. Like, that's what they like pride themselves in, is like clean bathrooms, and they'll have like 50 stalls, and they're all taken, bro. There are lines everywhere. It was nuts. So
it's like a mall with a gas station.
yeah, basically. So it's a staple of Texas, but I know a lot of people. I think there's a couple other stores that are outside the state, but they're not very many. So, but they got a lot of cool stuff. They got stuff that you can like clothes. They've got decorations. They've got all kinds of food, all kinds of stuff. So
that's wild.
Yeah.
Is it only in Texas?
No, there's a couple of states that have them, but you won't see them like big unless you come to Texas, because there's like a bunch of them here. But I think there's one like Louisiana. I think there's one in another northern state somewhere, but there's not very many.
They had got more widespread to where like a few were going to the Midwest some years ago, but they had did some, whichever is the bankruptcy where like you go under the protection to keep your assets and you can still keep a bunch of the stores open. And they pulled out of like a lot of spots that they were at in the Midwest and kind of stuck to like that whole Southwest area. They're huge. Like Buc-ee's is huge.
Yeah, if you ever come down to Texas, Zion, I'll show you around, take you to.
So wait, what part of Texas are you in?
I'm in Central Texas, man, like the very center of it.
So I only go to Arlington because Cowboys fan.
Arlington's not that far. Arlington's maybe 2 hours from me, and that's not very big. That's not very far in Texas.
Far, man.
That's not in Texas, bro. That's nothing.
Oh, that's not okay.
That's nothing. So,
I was gonna say Arlington because the king of the hill. I'll tell you what.
Dallas Cowboys. That's the reason.
Yeah. So you're a Cowboys fan, and you're on the East Coast. How does that work?
Most people. I mean, there's a lot of Cowboy fans like around here, around the DMV area. It's like I think it's probably more Cowboys fan than it is like Redskins or Commanders fans.
I'm the unthinkable. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan from Chicago. That's like a
that's identity. So let's not even talk about them.
But yeah, I'm gonna say hi to everybody that's in the chat real fast. Let's see here. Random Koreans in the house. What's up, man? A plus collectibles. Mr. Kennedy, what's up, man?
Don't speak to Mr. Kennedy.
You got beef?
I didn't have beef with him until he just started trashing the Cowboys, but now I got beef.
Main man, what's up? Jojo Valdez, what's up, man? Let's see what else. Grifter, what's up, man? But yeah, so I really wanted to talk about these two statues because they're very, very similar. The LBS one, I guess they're for sure coming back with it now. So I'm sure it'll be coming out here soon to pre-order or whatever. Since that Spider-Man came back, and yeah, I just wanted to compare these two statues because they're very, very, very similar. Have you seen the custom one, Piggy?
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, so
Have you seen them in person at all? Either one of you?
Not in person.
Not in person. I mean, I've got the custom one on pre-order. But supposedly the custom one is not a regular 1/4 scale. It's a little bit bigger, so it's like that 1 3/5 or whatever they call it. So it's almost the same size as the LBS one. So I just thought it was really interesting to compare the two and see what everybody thought about the license versus the custom one. So
I feel like a lot of customs end up being like 1/3 and a half. Because
some of them do.
1/4, they're bigger. A lot of times they're bigger.
Some groups, that's what they do. Some groups, that's all they do. LL, they do that. And then there's like another group that's really big into the 1 1/3 or 1 1/2. I don't know what they call it, but it's like that size between 1/4 scale and third. So they're usually a little bigger. But let me bring pictures up.
these comparisons have been happening a lot in the community this week because you had it with the Darkseid as well.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, man.
Everybody is talking about Darkseid.
Yeah. I actually have the pictures here later on too, so
my bad.
we'll talking about it again too. So, but yeah, this is from a con that they had, I think last year, the year before. The first time they showed it, it was just it was unpainted, and then they brought it back and they had it painted. And I think it got a lot of good reviews. My favorite thing of this whole statue though is this head sculpt right here. I love it with the energy like burning out of his eyes. Like that's my favorite part of this whole statue almost. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I don't know, man. I'm not like super impressed. I don't like the color. It looks more like a yellow or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The color is a little off somewhere.
You thinking it should be more like golden?
I think most of the pieces that we've seen of him have been a little bit more golden. Or I don't know. It just looks a little weird. If you put it next to another one, I think you'll probably see what I'm talking about. The color just looks a little off.
What about you, Piggy?
So I like the effect. So I agree with Diane about the maybe the yellow is almost like a sun yellow. You know what I mean?
Like a sun-kissed yellow.
Yeah.
I trademarked by the way, so nobody using that. So
that's gonna be our new shirt color.
Sun-kissed yellow.
Yeah. But I love the effect on the eyes. What I would really like to see, and I think would set it off, is if it were red in the eyes with the yellow effect around it. But I can see how that might be like too big of a clash. But I do love the energy or the power effect around the eyes.
Yeah.
I think it's different.
Yeah. But I'm not crazy. I'm really not crazy about the paint app at all on this.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I can't put my finger really on what it is, but there's something off.
Yeah. So obviously LBS is known for their storytelling bases. That's what their big thing call to fame is right now. Besides, they're one of the only ones that are doing 1/3 statues. So obviously it's another storytelling base. It kind of has all the heads of all like the cosmic beings out there. What do you guys think about the base?
I do like this base though.
Yeah, I like the Galactus at the bottom too. That's a dope rendition.
Yeah.
If they go ahead and do a Galactus statue, they should base it off of that.
I don't know how big that. Imagine a 1/3 Galactus.
Oh well, not a 1/3. It would like be a 1/100th.
I guess they couldn't do it 1/3 because it'd be just massive. But 1/10 maybe of his size, or I don't know how they would do that. But it would have to be definitely bigger than all the other statues for sure.
Yep.
Go to the picture you had him in where he was holding the portrait. That looks huge, man. That looks like a 1/3 for sure.
I guess they do the 1.3, the 3.5 or whatever. Yeah.
Well, this is LBS, so this is 1/3.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
So this is LBS.
Okay.
These pictures, next couple pictures are actually Rad Titans pictures. So give them credit for that. But this is like, because you know how they gave him that one off, like the prototype. Basically, they gave it to him.
I didn't know they gave it.
Yeah, they gave it to him. So.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I like the power, the stuff coming out of his eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's different. I don't think another Thanos kind of has that, or I haven't seen one.
So what really got me about this though, and I love this portrait, but why is the eyes red and the smoke coming out of it yellow? Yeah.
But it almost gives it a good contrast, because this is what I meant when we looked at the other picture and the eyes were blacked out. When I was saying it would be dope if it were red. I don't know about but if the power were coming out from like around the the top, like he's kind of like the other one was. I think the yellow would be cool. It does look just a little weird with it coming out the sides of the eye, like the eye itself. Like
it would have looked better. It would have been more seamless if it was the same color. Either make his eyes yellow or red, and then the smoke coming off of it, or
but I like the contrast.
Energy. Yeah,
it's like it mixed with the coal in his eye.
But it doesn't make sense though. If you're shooting a red laser beam out of your eyes or something, right?
It mixed with the coal.
You ain't gonna see yellow smoke coming off it. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense, but I like the color contrast.
I like it.
Shane, what's up, man? Yeah, I don't know. That's what ticks me off about this portrait the most. I think I love the portrait and the teeth and everything, and the paint on the skin tone. I love it. But
you said you're getting the custom, right?
The custom one, yeah.
Okay.
But this statue, like this part that really bugged me a little bit is the red eyes and the yellow. I don't know why they did that, but.
Do you have any other pictures in, like maybe at a side by side?
I've got more pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see that side by side.
Yeah.
So this is one of the torsos, right? So you can either have him with his crossed arms or his hand like this or whatever, which is very similar to the custom one too. You'll see it here in a second.
So you see what I mean? Like that color, man. Like it's even more of it right there.
Yeah, it's like a dull yellow, like a brownish yellow.
Yeah, like something is messed up.
What do you think about his body proportions? Like to me, his body proportions are off too.
He looks too big up top versus his legs.
Yeah.
So, and also this part right here where it's smooth and there's no texture or anything like that looks weird. Like the blue's different than on the rest of it. It pops more because
it definitely is. Yeah, it's brighter on the bottom part. It almost looks. It makes the top almost look purple.
Yeah. I don't know if this like the prototype was like something they were going to keep working on, or if they're going to improve the paint. But I don't know if this is 100% what's coming to collectors. But I think they need to change some of the paint for sure on this.
Yeah, I would agree.
And lengthen the legs.
And lengthen the legs.
Yeah,
they look a little short for sure.
But that base is dope though. I really love the base.
Yeah.
See, and then these eyes look different, don't they? Like they look purple on the inside. Or am I tripping?
Maybe it's the light. I think maybe it's the lighting that caught it, because it does look purplish.
Yeah, they do look purple.
Instead of red, right?
It could be the lighting though.
It looks a little reddish purple.
I don't know.
It looks good overall though.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, the reason why I wanted to show these two is because they're very similar, and I just kind of wanted to give other people other options and see what else is out there that's close in comparison. So
how many head sculpts is this one come with?
I think 2 or 3, but I'm not sure. I know that there was one that he didn't have his hood on or whatever is over his head. I think there was a bald portrait. But LBS, they always have like a ton of switch outs. So
yeah.
And then this one got canceled and it got reinstated. So I don't know how many portraits they're gonna come out with. So
you know what looks good on this? Like in the portrait, the teeth look amazing.
They do look good.
Yep. And the lines in the face.
Yes. They look a little like ball stacky.
Well, I mean, that's his chin.
That's his, yeah,
but
yeah.
Looks a little less like it.
Even if you look at like the wrinkles in the nose and like coming down the jawline and stuff, like they did a good job with the realness, like with the lines in the face. What's up, FBJ?
What's FBJ?
Ready?
What up, yo? What up? Yo, what up? What up? What up?
Northern Monkey checking in from the UK. What's up, man? Yeah, FBJ, we're just talking about this license piece, the LBS. I'm sure you've seen it. It got canceled and they were bringing it back or whatever. And then there's a custom one that I wanted to compare it to because it's very, very similar. It's got a storytelling base. It's almost the same size. So that's pretty much what we're doing right now.
This is the LBS one.
Yeah,
One that got canceled. Okay.
Yeah, but they're bringing it back. Wolverine got canceled. Spider-Man got canceled, and Thanos got canceled. But I guess when they got the Marvel license, they said, "Oh, okay, you guys can bring it back." So
I can't wait for them to bring that Apocalypse back because I'm getting that.
Did they ever even show the Apocalypse?
Yes,
No,
they showed the art, the art render, but not the actual like statue.
For the 1/3, are you gonna get a 1/3 Apocalypse?
Yep.
Man, that thing gonna be huge.
probably about the same size as this.
Yep.
Oh, well, true, or maybe bigger even.
But the legs better be more proportioned. 'Cause I'm not. I like the statue a lot. I think the detail of the teeth and the lines in the face is amazing. It's just, the only thing throwing it off for me, because I can even get past the yellow, because I think maybe that works. It's just the legs.
I can't get past that color though, man. There's something off. Was it like this before they lost the license and they had to go back?
Yeah, this was the prototype.
Okay, so that it looked like that from the very beginning of the announcement, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel it's somewhat comic accurate depending on the story. So that's why I can let it slide as far as the yellowish, goldish or whatever. It's just the legs, man. The legs look really weird. Like he's a little person.
You're so
I think
correct.
part of it though is like the this part because it goes over his legs, so it kind of makes it look like he's short, like his legs are shorter. You know what I'm saying?
Like he's wearing a kilt almost,
Yeah.
where it's blocking part of it.
But yeah, he looks kind of midget-like.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I at least tried to say it politically correct. Jarhead just threw it out there.
I don't care. Bro. I'm not
so
politically correct. I'm not politically correct. So.
I don't want to get any strikes against us.
I embrace the non-politically correct. So
I'm not politically correct either.
I mean, normally I'm not. I just didn't want his channel to get threatened or anything. But I'm so not.
We good.
Okay.
He can stand a strike or two. He hasn't had.
I haven't had one yet. So, FPJ, man, what do you think about this, man?
This piece is huge. First thing that
Pause.
Pause. The thing that I saw first was the base. I love the base.
Yeah. So when I first saw this, man, I love the base too. Like, because you don't see that a lot. Like cosmic entities, Marvel cosmic entities, you don't see representation of that very often. So seeing that, I thought was really, really cool. However, I personally think the custom one's better, but we'll get there. So it's in different angles. Here's more of the base.
Yeah, that base is so dope. That Galactus, man.
Would you guys have wanted them to make the actual colors of them in the base, or this is good?
I think it'll just be a lot. It's just take away from the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like this is the best option. It makes it look more sleek and puts more attention on Thanos.
Correct.
And then if somebody ever figures, hey, I want the base painted, they can go get it painted, and then they have a one of a kind.
Yeah. I think Diane might be right though. It might be too much because you know it's kind of representing like it's a like ground or like a marble like
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, like a statue. You know, so I think if you do the colors, I think it might be too much.
Yeah, it'll take away from him for sure though.
Yeah.
Although it would be nice if they offer two versions, maybe one with the color and one without it.
Give people an option.
Yeah, man, I think
dope.
Yeah, that would be good.
But then now would it be that thing where Prime went and set the precedent where it's like, oh, you want some color in the base, $1,000 because you're getting snow and paint.
That's crazy. Anybody paying that?
That gets me upset.
Have y'all seen the prices on those Prime 1 customizers?
Oh, yeah.
I saw them 500 for what, blood or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was like 10,000 for the whole statue painted. No thanks.
Yeah.
When I first saw that, I thought somebody was playing a prank.
For real.
You could call Titan in and she could paint it for less than 10,000.
Oh, way
Exactly.
less. Way less.
FPJ was like, "Oh, this April Fools or something."
Yeah, I thought somebody was going around in the community. You know, people be doing stuff like that in the community. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was just like throw stupidness around. So I thought it was that. I was like 10 grand. I was like, nah, this is a joke. 500 for the blood and stuff. I thought it was stupid, but I was like, I was believable when I saw 10 grand. I said, no way. I was like, 10 grand. Must be out your mind.
Agreed. Yeah, this base is definitely dope.
So Darian, you were saying the color you didn't like on Thanos?
Yeah,
overall?
like so you don't think that the color's like a little different or something?
See here, it
I mean,
looks
it's like
like a mustard yellow.
Yeah, it's like either too yellow or too gold. I don't know. It just looks a little off to me. If you put it next to another one, you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
what do you think about the shading, the statue?
I think there's parts in it that need to be updated because I was talking about earlier. Like if you look right here, there's like no like dark like shading or anything, and everything else on his body is. But this one's like smooth. And there's like it's brighter blue, like this right here. So I don't know. That stands out to me. I don't know why.
I need to match the blues up from the top and the bottom a little bit.
Well, his proportions are like bothering me, honestly, to tell you the truth.
It's the legs.
Yeah.
Has that been
You don't
addressed?
like Stumpy Thanos? I mean,
Has they said anything about that?
No, not yet.
Hmm.
I mean, the last time we heard about this statue really was when it got canceled. So, and then they, like I said, they put out a update, a list of the statues that were coming back, and then Thanos was on it. So,
So next week they're probably gonna drop some portraits of it in like completely different colors.
Completely different colors with elongated legs. And...
Right, blue smoothed out. But yeah, I think the lines in the face look good here.
Yeah, they do. I agree.
what about the texture? You see how there's texture right here, but there's none on the.
So I like texture, right? But
Yeah.
only if it matches. You can't have texture up top and then like none on the bottom. If it's supposed
There's
to be like
there's none on his. Is there? Yeah. So he's got some on his legs, and then he's got some on this little kilt
But it
part.
looks, it's not the. I don't know. Something's
So-
well, are they
Maybe
trying
the
to
head
just do?
is-
Look at the shoulder. Like, are they just trying to do it where it's like the face part, like up, like top around there?
Yeah,
It
I
looks
was
the
gonna say
same.
maybe. Yeah,
Trying to do
Maybe.
like that. That's just the head part.
Again, this was a prototype, so I don't know if they were going to make any kind of changes. They might, they had mentioned when this first kicked off that the sizing was off, and I know they messed with the sizing.
What were they talking about? Is it still off?
I think it was big. I would think it was too big or
Oh, okay.
small. The sizing was off, so compared to everybody else. So I think they wanted to make him kind of bigger than everybody else, but I think he was too big. But so whenever they do like the next like when they show him off again, I'm sure they're gonna have a another piece because he's got the prototype, so they've got to come up with another piece. So
Yeah. He's going a little too slow, I think. I mean, everybody's going slower these days, but I think he's going.
No.
But
probably.
Yo, was this the piece that they gave away? Didn't they give somebody to
yeah, it's this one. It's
this
Red Titan.
is the one. Yeah, Red Titan.
Gave this away?
Okay.
Yeah, he gave it to Red Titan because he liked Thanos, and I guess he had put some
Okay,
input on
that's
the
the one
statue.
where you said that he gave the prototype to, I guess,
1-to-1.
Yeah, Alex.
But now we get to have it. So
So I'm wondering if since it's coming back out, if they're gonna have to give it back.
that's funny. Like, yeah, get that back,
I'll be like, I'll sell it to you.
please. It's
Sell
only
it
one
back.
we had.
But yeah, so this is the second head sculpt that we've seen. The other one had the energy beams coming out of his eyes. This one's more.
I like the other one because you see like more of his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, the teeth look
Yeah.
amazing on that one.
Yeah, they do look good. Ask him who his dentist is. Yeah, it looks really good.
So now we get to the
wow.
custom. So, I mean, I don't know.
Now you see what I'm talking about, Freddie. The color is
Yeah,
different.
I see what you mean.
See, this color though, there's two different options. He's got the classic colors, or you can get the more updated colors. And this is the more updated colors right here. So
You got a picture of the classic color?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
So this statue's almost as big as that other one is, because this is like that in between size. So this one has two torsos, two different color options, and that base is wild. So
I'm not gonna lie. I like this one better.
Yes, a lot better.
so this is the comic accurate color. It's more.
See, even that looks
Gold.
different. Even the color looks better there.
Yeah. This is more his classic colors.
But maybe they, like on the other one, they had to get permission to use certain colors, because when you're dealing with licenses, you can't just go off and do whatever rendition you want. Whereas over here, there's a little bit more freedom.
Appreciate that, critical.
Yeah, I think it looks 10 times better.
I know. I like the head sculpt better. I like the proportions better. The only thing I will say about this one that bothers me a little bit is the size of his biceps. They're just a little too big.
I mean, if they look disproportionate on his legs, then yeah, but
Yeah.
as long as they look proportional on his legs, I think it'll be okay.
So this is the cross-armed. You can switch out the head too. You can either have him with the smirk or with the grimace.
His eyes look a little squinty.
And this is a picture of the base.
So bad.
Bro, this base does it for me.
Base.
Like when I saw this base, I was like, I gotta have that statue. So
That base is amazing.
yeah.
That base.
That's next level, man. I would get it for the base alone.
Yes.
Comparatively to the other one, this base throws out the water, I think.
The other one looks like boring rock, and that looks like
This looks like a whole
He's a
cinematography storytelling.
Yeah.
yes, man.
So you got Spider-Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Hulk, Thor, and I think Iron Man right here.
That's on.
Yeah, that base is killing it. See, his legs even look proportionate right there.
Yeah, the proportions look better.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, I hate to say it, but it's just what it is. To me, this is a far superior statue.
Yeah. LBS lost this one big time.
Would you guys want the stones to have a light up feature or no?
I don't really care about light up.
Yeah. I mean, because it's so small anyways,
Not for this piece.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm never going to say no, because everything they want to add to it, as long as it doesn't jack up the price, I'll take it. But
Yeah.
light up, it's not going to make me buy it or not buy it because of it.
I mean, speaking of price too, this is cheaper than LBS is going to be too, for sure. So
What is this, like 12?
I think it was 12 or 13.
Okay. And LBS is like what, 16 or 17 probably?
Yeah. I mean, and that's probably not even the full one with all the switch outs and everything too, because those usually run almost 2. So
Yeah. I would definitely go with this. But this is the one that you said was 1/3.5, right?
yeah. Well, it's whatever. It's like that. It's
1/3,
quarter
5 or something.
Yeah, it's in between quarter scale and third scale.
Yeah.
1.35, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. See, this looks like.
And this is going to be,
know.
this is a whole line too of statues. They've already come out with a Doctor Doom. They've come out with this one that's about to ship here soon. There's an Apocalypse that's coming.
Is that the one that we just saw that they just unveiled the other day?
Yeah. And then they have a Magneto in the works too, all with these really cool storytelling bases.
So you know what? There's like a trend, right, that I'm noticing of everybody now wants to have the round storytelling base. Like, is this becoming played out, or I mean, are we still loving it? You know, everybody's doing their customs, license, everybody.
I think it's how it's done. Like, what I mean by that, like when they do the base like this, I mean, that's amazing to me. PCS has actually started doing it too with that. Their mall is very similar to this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's played out yet, but I keep seeing new ways to do it. So if they keep innovating this particular way of doing it, then I'm up for it. But if it's like the same thing over and over again, then maybe we have a problem there.
The key is what you just said, and innovation, because even if you're someone that's tired of storytelling basis, it's hard to look at this and not say, man, this looks amazing, I want this storytelling base. You know what I mean? So as long as it's not getting stale and it's fresh ways and fresh approaches, and it's going to be a different story. So I can kind of see thinking it's overplayed. I also think a lot of companies are like, let me jump in on this hype. LBS is doing it and people are loving it, so let me keep doing it. But if it's done like this, I don't have any complaints.
Yeah, like you said, innovation is the key. Like, you can do something the same way, but you can innovate it at the same time. You know?
I love it. I think it adds another element to the statue that you're getting. You know, and you can. I like when you can tell more story with a piece, and I know this is not for everybody. And what bothers me is like the opposite too, right? Depending on certain, I know museum pieces and stuff like that, but like when I see certain companies like just do like a plain base, like with nothing, like I'm just like, that's it.
Yeah,
you know, and I know it's like the whole
circle, like just like a black circle.
Yeah, or like it's just like a white square, you know. And I know some companies that's their thing too, and I get it. You don't want to detract from the statue, but it's like when you get that, it's like, I mean, again, I know some people just like, I only care about the statue. That's great, but I think it, like I said, it adds another element to the statue. You know, there's more to talk about. There's more to look at. You know, because we see the Thanos. Thanos looks great. You know, what if it was Thanos and just like a regular base that had nothing on it? I'm like, yeah, it'd be great since it's Thanos, right? But then we add that, it's more to talk about. It's more to look at. I can stare at. It's like looking at artwork, you know? I think it just adds more. And just like Piggy said, like, as long as it just is not stale and, you know, companies are trying to innovate, you know, do something different. Because it's just like with like an art piece or a print or something like that, it's like, you're not gonna two artists doing the same exact thing. It's like you're not adding your flavor to your artwork. It's like you can add something else, do something different. So, you know, I like it.
That's a good point.
One of the things I've always liked about customs, right? To me, the custom industry is needed to push the license companies. And what I mean by that is, so LBS came out with these storytelling bases, right? Well, now this custom company is showing them how it's done, like pushing the boundaries and saying, "Hey, man, look at this. Look what you can do on a storytelling base." So if that pushes along the industry, I'm really all for it, you know, because customs, I think, is, you know, it's not licensed, but I think at the same time, I think the statue companies, license companies, look at these customs and they're like, oh man, we could do this, we could do that. I know we could do something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think the innovation in the custom groups are spot on, and it needs to keep going, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because they know that like they're smaller, like niche companies and, you know, everything. So they have to do like above and beyond to get attention, you know, to take away from the big budget license company that can pay for the marketing and, you know, can pay for all the flash and all that stuff. Customs, they wow you with their piece rather than a whole lot of marketing tricks and lighting and all this other crap, you know?
Yeah.
I think a big part of it, if you guys have ever noticed that a lot of the artists that work at some of the custom companies also work for licensed companies, and I think that's a great point of view where it's like maybe they've had suggestions and they were told by the licensees like, we can't do this, no, and then they go do it on the other side. Maybe they show some of their people there like, look how this is selling, this is what the people want, and then they can go back to the license companies and like, hey, look at how these customs are selling out this character because they're doing what you won't allow us to do. And I think that pushes things forward with the licensed companies too, which is why I think the competition is very healthy. And then the other point was people. I saw a few comments where it's like these bases, the storytelling bases are great, but I can see where it gets dated. I can see that as well, but at the same time, it's like Pandora's box. I felt like I've paid for these statues, and now I've gotten these dope storytelling bases, and anything else is now going to be semi-subpar because it's like that's all I'm getting for a base, unless it's like I'm trying to squeeze it somewhere where a plain base would make it easier for me to, put that statue there. But overall, if you're getting this as part of your statue experience, you're gonna start to expect it.
Yeah, for sure.
What I was getting tired of seeing, and this is just a pet peeve, like a personal thing for me. When I see X-Men and I see Sentinel bases all the time, I always laugh every time. I'm just like, oh god, another Sentinel base. And I always say like I get why they're doing it because you gotta put a base, and it's like Sentinel's like the safest like you can be because nobody's gonna complain. Like it's just like, oh, this is the Magneto or this is whatever. It's like Sentinel base. Nobody's gonna complain because it's the Sentinel. It's like that's like the basic thing, right? Yeah. But so it's just like because it's like if you add something else, it's just like I don't really like that base. I'm like, wait, what are they trying to do? Rocks? I don't want rocks. This I don't want. But you add a Sentinel, it's like it's just like every time I see it, even now when I see a Sentinel base with an X-Men, I'm just like, come on, guys, like you couldn't come up with nothing else. So like in that same vein, but what?
I feel like that about the Danger Room bases.
Yeah. but FBJ with the Sentinel bases, I think they do that to say now whether you're doing this line, that line, or this line, you can get this piece that we're offering you, and it'll blend in because they're all on Sentinel bases. Because initially, like when I got the old school Bishop, the one that looks like Vampire in Brooklyn, so to say, he was on a Sentinel base, and I thought it was dope. Whereas now I'm really looking at the sideshow and that's about to come out when he's stepping out the portal. Because to your point, I'm like, I don't want to see any more Sentinel bases. Not another hand.
It's just like,
so that sounds good and all, but when they do something different,
I know that's the thing.
People are like, why are you doing this? Why? I need a Sentinel base.
Because it's the money maker. Yeah, it's safe.
I can't blend it in with the rest of my collection. Yeah.
So people, there's two sides of that coin because there's people that complain about it, but then there's people like, I need a Sentinel base to match all the other X-Men. So I get both sides. Like for instance, look at the Mystique they just released. They're like, why is she on that? She doesn't need to be on that. Like
that's true.
Yeah,
like that's true.
Is that a throne? What is that? Like I don't know. I just
true.
Everybody's got their thing, and I get it. Like you want a cohesive, X-Men line, but I've never been one that really cares about cohesiveness. I guess I like a little bit of it, I guess, but for the most part, I don't. Really
I was about to ask you that same question. I was like, because again, I'm not like I don't have like a huge statue collection or anything. I'm not there yet. But I wanted to ask, Iggy Dion and stuff. Like, do y'all care about that, or is it like my bases have to be all round, or my bases have to be this? Because even Anthony, like when he does an unboxing, he talks about certain stuff and where he puts, and I get it, right? It's just like he puts for certain pieces because it's like with the base and stuff. But it's just like, do you care if it's just like, well, this is a circle base and this is a square base, or this is a Sentinel base? It's not. I'm like, does it, matter?
I don't like plain bases, regardless of the shape, whether it's a square, circle, triangle. Like I just don't like plain bases. Like the J&D base, I don't like it. Or like some of those X-Men bases that you've seen, they're all black with like a red X on it. Don't like that either.
That's plain as hell.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I can't do that.
X-Men exclusives about to enter the chat.
So real quick, back to the statue. I know we're going off on a tangent, but back to the statue. Patrick Thomas says the only thing that throws me off about this one, he looks like his elbow hurts.
That's funny.
Wow.
When I first saw the statue, I thought he was doing the what's the John Cena, like you can't see me, you know? Like,
Yeah.
So
That's funny.
You know, it's grown on me though, for sure. But I get what you're saying.
Now I can't unhear that.
See, now I'm trying to do the stance right now, and I'm just like, like I get it.
Oh man,
Are you trying to show off that glove though?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. He's like, look what I got.
Exactly.
But yeah, so real quick, everybody in the chat, what are y'all thinking about the custom versus the license? Which one do y'all like better? I don't know. I even like this smirking grin too. This portrait.
I do too.
I like the portraits better on this.
Even that pace though, like that's I don't know. I'm a sucker for like storytelling. Like I mean, I like the base with the heads with the LBS. I think it's great, you know. But I'm looking at this, I'm just like, I like that, like the extra element with like even like the background and you know this. I'm like I like that. It's hot. Like, even how it jumps off of the base. Look at that. It's nice.
What is this? The LBS base?
No, this is still the custom. This is
wow.
one of the other sides. So there's 3 sides to it. So I'll
See
show
how
you
it pops
It's
out.
just getting better and better, man. It's getting better and better.
Like it pops. It's like the this is like the it's like a 3D kind of portrait. How they're doing it, the layers, like they're like 3D layers.
So I've always been really, I love statues that have multiple characters on it that are like what's the word, a diorama. Like I love like dioramas. Like I've always gravitated towards dioramas because to me it shows more, it tells a story. But when you can do this on a base, to me that's like, it's kind of like a diorama in itself because it's showing you all these different characters. It's showing you parts of his life. You're telling a story. The character himself is just standing there. But to me, this is kind of diorama-like. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is dope. Like the statue is already dope, and then showing the other sides is just increasing the level of dope.
Look at that layer in 3D.
Dope.
Oh my gosh.
That's dope.
See, Jarhead was holding on to these pictures, man.
It's next level, man. And I felt like these should have been shown before the vote was introduced to definitely tip it in the scale of the custom, man.
I wanted to save these towards the end. Because just like FAJ was saying, like how it's popping out, like that looks so cool.
It's way better than
this is dope. Yep.
I haven't seen a better storytelling base in my opinion. I know a lot of people talk about that Thor base, how they love that one, and it kind of the same thing. It kind of has that 3D like pop out effect. But to me, this Thor? the LBS one. But this one to me, it just blows it out of the water.
Yo, this is my only problem with these, and this is a good problem. It's not like a negative per se, but like unless I don't know, like your space or your crib or how you can't show all of this. Like you know, like guy like behind, like he puts it on his shelf, like you can't see
That is true.
This is one goes on the turntable and you let it rotate.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you have to do.
Like you can put it on a podium by itself and put it on a turntable. Or put it on a shelf and put it on like this needs to be on a turntable.
You know what would be hot, right? Like if they came with like a mini turntable inside of it where you could spin the base around.
Like Maestro.
Yes, exactly. Where you can spin the base around, you can still see it from all sides. You can switch it up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's innovative. Like, there's a lot of statues do that. No, right? That's actually pretty good.
Well, the only ones that I can think of the base around, but leave him facing forward.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's 3 statues that I know of off the top of my head. That's the Prime 1 Superman does that. You can turn around the base.
You talking about the Hush? Is Hush?
Yeah, Hush. You can spin it around. The LBS I'm sorry, XM Maestro, you can do it with, right? So you can turn the base around. And then the new XM Iron Man suit up. He
he
stays still up here like you were talking about, Dion, but the bottom of it rotates.
At the bottom rotate.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
those are only 3 that I know off the top of my head that do that.
I didn't know that the Superman hush did.
I didn't either.
What was that?
I said,
I had no idea that.
Extra $100.
Oh, for a spinner, I would pay an extra $100.
I would too.
Yeah, I would. I'm like, you save some money, I guess, or like just give it to me in one shot. I don't have to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah. That'll be cheaper than me getting like some external electric rotating.
Yeah, exactly.
Table. Yep.
So I kind of dig the statue without paint.
It's dope, but that paint, that was dope. How they had that like little silvery tint on it.
Yeah. That patina, or it's called.
Yeah, I'm horrible with colors outside of the basic 8 crayon. You were like, oh, it's a nice taupe. I'm like, what?
I can imagine you like as a kid, a younger man, when you offered the 24 box, and you're like, you know, you're confusing me right now. Like 10 shades of brown. Like I only know one brown, man. Not 16.
Yes, correct.
Mr. Kennedy says, looks like Beyonce put a ring on it pose.
Oh my gosh.
For us old heads, when on Sanford and Son, when Fred Sanford would fake his arthritis, he would always do like this, and that's what kind of. Yep.
So a second ago, I asked what people thought about either the custom or licensed. Obi-Wan saying the custom for sure. Figure Con, custom. Random Korean says custom.
Everybody was saying custom, basically.
Yep.
Jojo Valdez says the custom has better paint and base, but I like the LBS sculpt better.
Oh wow.
Vision's asking, are you buying it for the statue or the base? Both.
Yep.
I'm saying, both.
Yeah.
Give me both.
And if it's a spinner, an extra $100.
And even outside of the base, I still prefer the custom because I think the legs are better proportioned. He doesn't look like a little person. Yep.
Yeah, the proportions look better. To me, it's overall better statue.
And the paint is better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we are all in agreement on this one that
dang it, custom done it again.
I even think the Infinity Stones look better on this one.
I can't tell the stones though.
Like it's more of a sheen on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I do prefer the sculpts on the LBS though. I like them better.
Which sculpts?
With the teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it better.
Not a fan of the Beyonce.
But the little smirk is cool too. Like I could live with the smirk on the custom, but you're right. The portrait on the LBS, the teeth version, and the lines in the face look better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Vision asks if it lights up.
I don't think either of them light up, so I know he's not going to get it in that case.
We know he likes light up.
Yeah. So I saw this today, man, and I'm really liking this Supergirl. Like, this is dope.
I've never seen Supergirl with a black suit on. Though.
This is an evil version of Supergirl.
Yeah.
They're making 2 different versions. They're making this version and the regular red, white, and blue. So, but I really like this piece. I don't know why.
Yeah, it looks nice. Portrait looks nice.
Looks like a girl I used to date.
So I don't like the fact that she looks so young, right?
Like Kelly Bundy. It's the Kelly Bundy Supergirl.
I like this
Her
portrait.
face looks very, very young.
Yeah, but she is young on like pretty much all of the iterations, though.
I mean, she doesn't look like a teenager to me. She looks like she's in her 20s.
Yeah, early 20s. Yeah.
I don't know. I do like it.
You like them old. I see.
This one's a little worse. This one looks a little more. This one looks a little more kiddish, but this one I think this one's better.
Yeah,
I agree. I definitely agree.
I love this portrait.
I like the fact that they give you both. I guess I don't know if they did it on purpose, but like in years, you can see one is like a 10-year jump or something like that, right? I think that's cool because in this, like I said, in the comic books, you do get versions of Supergirl, like when she's like very young and like bratty, you know, and Superman has to deal with that. And then you do get the mature Supergirl in the comics as well. So I like the fact that they give you both. You know,
What's
which is really
crazy
cool.
is this is
That's what they were
production.
doing.
This is production. So this
Oh,
paint
wow.
here, I think it's outstanding. Like this is the kind of stuff that, you know, when comparing like customs and licensed,
Nice.
like, I mean, people always rag on license, it seems like, or customs. But when you see stuff like this, like look at, like, compare this to the Green Lantern that just came out from Sideshow. You know, this is like this paint's on point.
Yeah. I like the sculpted cake. Came out good. I want to see the back though. You have a back pick, but it's nice.
And they definitely did a better job with the legs on this
Yeah.
than Sideshow's Green Lantern.
This the like detail on the stomach, man, that's dope.
It's nothing too crazy too. Looks
No,
nice.
it's
Pose.
not over the top.
Yeah.
Sexualized
It's
or
nice.
anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty Supergirl.
Is that cape sculpted?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it back here. And then this on the table back there, you can see the
Oh, I see it now.
blue suit.
Yeah. I think this looks dope.
Yeah. It's back of the
Oh
cape.
yeah. That's nice.
The base, man, like I don't know if y'all caught it, but like I really like this base. The design element on it. It's like liquid metal kind of like moving.
Well, I like the liquid metal part, but what is the rest of it?
Good question.
Like-
I think this is supposed to be like Kryptonian, I guess, or like Brainiac with the tentacles, I think maybe.
Oh, I think you might be right with the Brainiac thing.
But I don't know. I dig it.
I'm not quite
If I was in the market for one, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
You don't like it, LBJ?
Oh, I love this piece.
You don't like it? You said you
No, I like it. I like it. I love the piece.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
Yeah, like I don't think every piece has to be like over the top. Sometimes you just want a nice piece to put in, like with the collection. It's not like to me. This is not like a standout piece. Like I just want a side piece. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking
Jojo
about?
said it's her spaceship.
Yeah. And Mr. Candy says the suit's from when she was working for Darkseid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really digging this. Like, if I was like a heavy DC guy, I'd probably get this piece
Yeah, same.
If I have room for it.
in your mansion.
You could put it up on the above the door again with the other one.
This is a bathroom piece.
I was gonna say, yeah, more bathroom, less above the door. She'll stick out a little bit more than a 10 scale.
You can get rid of the coffee room, man. You only like 3 living rooms, bro. The one on the second floor.
Yeah, this is a dope piece though. I really like it. She would go well with, like, I have a Red Sun, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and I think she would go well like in their area, like a not so wholesome version of her. Justice League Dark.
Man, I want a whole collection of Red Sun. I gotta one day.
Yeah, and I think she's the closest I can get that I'm gonna get in a Supergirl fashion that can go over there and blend in with the Red Sun Trinity. So
Yeah.
I would definitely pick this up if there was space for her where they are located.
Would you like her better in this suit or the other suit, the red?
No, this one. Since she's going over there with like the Red Sun versions of them, and they're a little darker,
Yeah,
I think she will blend in perfectly. Yep. Especially with this being her outfit when she was working for Darkseid, then it would be perfect for her to kind of be over there on that side of the fence with them. So
The only thing I would wish though for this one is to be, if she's like working for Darkseid or an evil version, to be more evil looking, kind of her face like be mad or her eyes to be glowing red or something. Because like this one's more serious, but this one's kind of real playful,
at least like a devilish smirk or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
That first portrait is just not working all the way around.
But so yeah, we were talking about this earlier. This is going around. This has been making its rounds. if anybody's interested in getting this piece, let me know. I'll put you in contact with the people that are doing it. Basically, they wanted me to tell everybody that there's actually a switch out for the stomach to like change the plates out. I didn't have time to put them into the pictures, but there's a switch out for the basically this portion right here, the abs. I'll post it on my Facebook in the group so you can see. Also, they're going to change the back a little bit, where the two worlds are colliding. They're gonna, I guess, make it more chiseled so you can see it better. And then they're gonna make the colors a little brighter on the planets.
How does the stomach change? Like, what's the difference?
The plates are a little different.
Okay.
I'll post it on the Facebook group so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Like I said, I just didn't have time to put it into the pics.
I'm not gonna lie. For just speaking for myself personally, this is the dopest Darkseid that I've saw. For me, like I literally would buy this if I had a spot for him. I would buy this, no hesitation, right now, today.
Yeah, for sure.
I love everything about this statue. And
so I seen somebody do a like a mock-up with the Prime 1 Superman Hush standing behind this picture. Like it looked dope as hell.
That's probably hot.
Like he was kind of turned, like facing Darkseid. It was dope.
Yeah, I had a whole debate with like a few people in the community whether they would get this versus is it the Prime 1 one?
This blows that Prime 1 out of the water.
Yeah, and that was my opinion. But they said that they know that they could trust the paint on the Prime 1 when it comes out, and all this may be a render. Sometimes when the custom comes out, the paint might fail it. Yeah. And all I'm saying is just based on what I'm seeing, and I think those are valid points. But based on what I'm seeing, this is on a whole nother level, and it's the best Darkseid I've
So I've got a point for your point. The same factory that Prime 1 uses and XM, the custom company's using the same one.
Oh man, you just gave me ammunition. I'm returning to the argument. I'm gonna be like, hey, so I found out. It's gonna be dope.
The deal for you.
Yeah, this is a dope piece. I have to hit up It's Me Evan to see if
the commissioner's messaging me right now saying that he said he's gonna get that paint perfect. So
wow.
I trust this guy because he's been in the community for a while, so he knows what everybody wants, because he's already been making changes and doing what other people want. So there was a big thing about people complaining about the size of the base. I don't know if you guys heard about that. It was a lot of people complaining about it's just too big. It's about the same size as Maestro A, basically. So this part of the base is going to be detachable, like to keep it small. If you don't want to add the rest of the parts, you don't have to. So
all that, like what looks like light up on the base and the symbol, all of that actually is light up, or it's
light up, but he's going to paint it to where you don't have to light it up, basically, to make it that effect to it, I guess.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I'm in agreement. This is the best Darkseid I have seen. Just even what you get, like, heads, arms, hose, base, mother boxes. Can't get enough mother boxes. Just like the storytelling on it, the details. Oof.
I also seen somebody comparing this to like the cost effectiveness of this piece, because I think if you order it like right away, I think there's like so many like spots open for it. And I think there's 6 spots open right now. But if you are like the first few that order this, it's like I think it's 13 or 14, I think it was. So, and then if you wait after to those slots, like 16. But for what you get for this, they were comparing it to the Prime 1 Hush. And it's like for $200 or $300 more, you get way more.
So Jarhead, they only have 6 left?
Yeah, spots. So for the preemptive pre-order or whatever, so that way.
Oh, like the early bird.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. The early bird order. There's 6 spots left, and then if you get on that, I think there's an extra head sculpt they're working on. It's more of like a Jim Lee portrait. Huh?
You know what the ES is?
Between 20 and 60 days, said.
Okay.
So, and the first 25 are the are the
Early
yes,
bird.
like the bonus or whatever, early bird. So if you get if you get in the first 25, you get an extra head sculpt they're working on. It's like a Jim Lee version, and then it's a little bit cheaper. So
I know it's a different character, but with the other, I guess, real popular Throne piece that was just announced, the Doctor Doom. Like, how do you compare this to that? Which one would you like better, or if you could only get one?
I'm more of a Marvel guy, so I would stick to Doom. But I'm getting that Hush Superman now, because I really love that statue. So I'm thinking about picking this up too.
Yeah.
So to me, you get more. This is gonna be a huge statue, bro. And the cost of it isn't showing. Like, it's cheap for me, to me anyways. Comparatively.
I mean, if this was a Prime One piece, it definitely wouldn't be $1,300.
No.
Oh no.
At all.
That's for
Well,
sure.
how much is that? They got that one that's coming out. I think it's like $2,000, two something.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't even look as good as this.
No, this is better.
This is a whole different stratosphere, man. A whole different. When I was quiet for a second, I was returning to that argument like, hey, so we're discussing this on Custom Produced right now, Sundays, 3:00. And they are being painted by the same folk that sometimes they're being painted by the same folk that Prime One uses. So I got to see if there's a rebuttal after that, because I think
there is no rebuttal. There's nothing else you can say after that.
Yeah.
People
I've seen that.
People don't realize that some of these custom groups use the same factory.
I didn't even know. So. That Prime One piece, I had seen it, and like I'm a DC person, and like I love Darkseid. Like, he's my number one villain, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And when you see the price, it's like, all right, maybe at some point, like, it didn't move the needle for me. But then when I seen this, money always talks too. So that, and the price, and I was like, this is like the ultimate Darkseid. I was like, I have to get this piece. So I myself am trying to position myself to get this, because this is like the ultimate Darkseid piece for me.
I agree, man. It blows any other Darkseid I've ever saw out the water. I just hit It's Me Evan up too and asked him, like, I know you're getting this, man. I know at one point he said he couldn't bring home any more Darkseids anytime soon, but I would get rid of,
He
like,
said that?
I think so. But,
why he say that?
This guy has like 30,000 Darkseids. He can't get one more.
It's Me Evan. He has every Darkseid known to man. But even if that is the case, I don't want to misspeak, but if that is, I would get rid of 5 of my existing Darkseids to justify bringing this one in, because this is by far the best looking one I've ever saw.
This is the LL equivalent of Doomsday.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you this: like, I'm a sucker for swap outs, because I still collect 1/6. Like, I love 1/6.
Dr. Doom. Sorry.
I do figures, and just when I get that same component with statues with like multiple swap outs, I get multiple arms, I get multiple add-ons. For me, that just takes a statue to a whole nother level. And you get like what, 5, 6 heads with this? You get what, two different arms swap outs? It's just
it's a lot for your money.
Yeah.
So I was not in the market for a Darkseid, and I'm not gonna get this, although it's tempting. But I can tell you, if I knew like that they were gonna continue this, like say they were gonna do a Granny Goodness, or
they're doing a line.
Oh damn it! Excuse me.
You're welcome.
My wallet's very upset about this. Now it's like, man, I would jump into this as a line.
The next one up is a evil Supergirl.
Oh man.
On Throne or just?
I don't think it's on Throne.
Okay.
Which would be even better, because then she can just be like posted somewhere next to him, behind him.
Exactly.
Oh man. Why? I low key want it now that I know that it's like future plans. You can make a line of it.
So I don't have a lot of pictures of this today because I showed it last time. If anybody's interested in this or anything, PM me and I'll get with you. There's more pictures on the Facebook group. I went ahead and added some of those pictures I was talking about earlier into the end of this slideshow. So we'll get to that eventually too, where he had the new swap outs. So I'll show you guys.
They should have the evil Supergirl like attached to the back of him, sort of like that. What was it? The Batman and the what's the other punchline? I mean the Joker and the
punchline.
Yeah.
Or just throw on a riser, which looks like she's flying behind the throne.
Exactly.
This is my favorite head sculpt out of all of them. I think with the energy, I think this is so dope. Which was crazy because when we were talking about it the last time, I told him the only thing that was missing from this statue was we were talking about it, and I was like, the only thing missing from the statue was the unibeam effect. And he was watching, I guess, and he added it to the statue, which is cool. So see, and that's another thing. How many license companies are doing that? You know, you can, somebody wants that, guess what? You're gonna get it. You know, they don't have to run through hoops or any of that stuff. So
when is this expected to be like completed and ready to ship?
It's in the post. I'll get with you if you want to know. But I don't know.
Probably late 25, right?
I don't know off the top of my head. Can't tell you. But the whole post in the group is like this big long thing. So there's a lot of information out there. So
last question. Do you think this might, especially since we're going into the last quarter of the year, it being September now, is this a good a good contender for custom of the year, or maybe we need to see it in hand first?
I don't. Actually, we're gonna do that at the end of the year. We're gonna do like everybody else does
first, though, man.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're gonna have custom of the year, but I think for custom of the year, I think it needs to be in hand first before we do that. I mean, we can do like a prototype of the year. I don't know if that's the thing. I don't know.
That's a good category. Yeah.
Like a what's the name of it? Like
best
render of the year or something. Like we could do something like that. And then when the following year when it comes out, we can go, did it really match up to that render?
Good idea. Yep.
So yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
And then Spider-Gwen. Kind of cartoony, kind of young looking.
So
I don't like it.
I don't like this at all.
Okay.
Like, why is her nipple showing if she's like a teenager? Like,
she looks very emo.
Wait, Dion, this one is aged up, man. This is not the 20-year-old one. She's probably like 31.
She still looks young. Like, it's just something wrong with it.
She looks very emo. You don't think so?
She's older now. Oh yeah, for sure. With that buzz cut, kind of.
Yeah. Too emo.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get my security clearance taken away. Take this off.
And I don't know if I like the green ballet shoes with the rest of the.
Well, that's part of her outfit, though. I think I know she's worn the Chucks, and I know she's worn the ballet shoes. So it all depends.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I can't get with this one.
Gotcha.
This looks what's the word? I don't know, cheeky. I don't know if that's the right word for this one, but it's like because you see how like the mask is like she's like derobing. It's like nah, I'm trying to put it back on, put the mask back on.
Speaking of,
this is hot.
Yeah, actually,
that does look nice. I've been seeing pictures of it.
Are they doing both sisters, or did they do the other one already?
I think they're doing both.
This looks good.
It came out early.
Mask on and mask off. I like that.
I like both versions, like both torso swaps.
I like how she like walking a little bit.
She got a little bit of spillage on her.
Even the bust for the bust.
Yeah, bust.
Yeah. That's even dope. If I got the Melina, I would probably have to get the Katana when they do her and have them both, but I think this is dope.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came out real good. Predator, the new one.
That's the Prey one.
Yeah, I've always liked the design of this one the most out of the Predators.
Really? over Jungle.
I like Jungle because it's the original, but I like this design better.
What scale is this gonna be?
I think it was 1/3. It's big.
I don't necessarily like the hair. It looks really vinyl-y. But the portrait, I think the portrait looks great.
I think the paint job looks good.
Yeah, that portrait is banging. I guess like if I see parts of a statue that looks where it'll look too vinyl-y, it'll give me the feel that I'm getting like just an action figure as opposed to a statue.
This is one ugly motherfucker.
Yo, I was just thinking that. I was like, and anytime I see that, I always think about like I quote Arnold in my mind when he says it. It's just I can't stop.
I was saying it on mine too.
He looks like a cockroach.
Yeah, he does.
His face.
Oh, I wanted to show this, man. I love these statues right here.
This looks good.
This is like this. These are like my pieces that I would hunt down like crazy. Some might call it like your personal grails out there.
Yeah.
The Sentinel obviously was mine, but
That's that
as far as
Wolverine. $5,000 or something. Somebody said.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I think the next show that we do, this kind of gave me the idea for it. There's so many customs out there. What would be your ultimate custom like to hunt down? Like it's got to exist already, but like what's your grail custom out there that you don't have?
Oh, okay, I'm ready for that.
So
Yeah, I know what that. I already know what it is too.
Yeah, I'm currently hunting it down. So
between this one right here and this one, I don't know which one I like more.
I don't even really care for the one up top, to be honest with you.
The versus Wendigo?
Yeah, I'd rather have the other Wendigo one that came out.
I got you.
The one I have. I'll post it on the page today.
Yeah, I dig all these right here. Those are like, I would love to have these.
I don't really like the Shogun one that much. Excuse me, the samurai one.
Yeah, I like the one like when he's not wearing the full thing, like he's got like half of it on, and he's like,
yeah. You know what this is right now.
Yeah, and like he's got like that tree behind him, that part of the base, like.
That rendition is dope.
Yeah.
But when I see like this particular rendition, I think more Shredder and less Wolverine.
But bro, look at that, the soldier one though, man.
That's dope.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Look at that sucker. I've seen people do some weird paint with it, but this paint right here is like, this is it.
And the bullets around his neck, like that's just crazy.
Yeah, I love these pieces. One of the guys that hopped on the show a while back, he does he's like a small group, but he does like his own customs. He's making this piece right here. I thought it was pretty dope. War Machine. You don't see too many War Machines out there. I think this is a badass pose.
I like that swap out portrait.
Yeah.
For me, it needs something else like to pop, because I mean I understand War Machine what his color is, but then the base is also drab. So
yeah. I think it's a render too. So I think once it's printed and painted, it'll look better. But I love this little minigun. I think he should have one. Like the XM1, I didn't really care for the way they designed them. They should have them like this.
I heard you can get some snow on the base for $500.
I'll pass.
But yeah, I like it because I have is that XM that I have? But I have one, but it doesn't have a swap out portrait, and it's nice to be able to have that option to show Rhodey instead of the War Machine.
A+ Collectible says his top ones would be from what I asked earlier, would be Omega Red, that custom one, the LL Iceman, Gerard Kravik, I don't know, Doom on Throne. Is that the one that we all like? That one where he's, or is that the LL one? Or is that a different one?
Yeah, the one that Titson and painted purple.
No, this one's different. This
Where he's holding the cube?
Yeah, this one's different. The one he's talking about. I think that's the one where he's like leaning forward and he's got like a spiky mask.
I'd rather have the one Titson and painted purple.
This is a different one. So, and then the LL B1 Surfer. And then I saw this. This is like a weird Venom version of Venom. The skin's got like it's moving, kind of.
I don't know about this one.
Well, it would pair up with that Thanos that we looked at earlier with the gold on it.
That is true.
So
it would.
The skin is very unique. Like, I like the portrait and the smirk and the teeth. It's just that the skin portion of it kind of looks like, not to be offensive, like a little burn victim-y. Like, instead of the skin moving, it looks like he's recovering from like 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah, I mean, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to, show movement, I guess.
But I like the portrait. I like the smirk.
I think this Venom is from a recent story where he's like in the future. So I think this is what this is coming off of.
It's different. It stands out from like the million Venoms that we get.
Yeah. Red Hulk. I think they're trying to capture what's going on in the movies right now. They already teased that he's going to show up in the new Captain America. So
yeah, the Harrison Ford version.
Yeah.
I like this.
That's great.
I like that the eyes light up.
Yeah, it's dope.
Like,
got a fire hydrant. Gotta have a fire hydrant.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Even the fire hydrant looks dope.
Without a fire hydrant.
Yeah. I actually think this looks really good. Like, I wish my XM version had the light up eyes like this one does. That sets it off for me. I don't always have to have light ups, but I think it looks good on this whole
certain things.
Yeah.
So we were talking about last show, this particular statue, and I put it in here because we were talking about statues that can like convey feeling and a story without, putting a storytelling base or doing something weird, but you can see in the statue that there's a story and feeling in it, To me, that this is art because it could do that.
I was the one that said I didn't really care for it much.
Yeah.
I love it, but I wonder if I'd love it as much if it didn't have the Titanite paint on it. You know what I mean? Like the sculpt itself tells the story, but I'm wondering if I still feel the same way if it was like less, like if it didn't have a stellar paint job on it.
Yeah.
But
I get what you're saying, Piggy, though, but think about it, like that could be any statue because she paints them so damn good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very true.
I just like the story that this tells. When you look at it, you can just you know what's going on.
Yeah.
I like it. Actually, I like it a lot. The only one that I've saw recently, as far as Batman and the customs that I wanted, was, I don't even remember his custom, but where he's like looking, the old Batman's looking at his suit hanging up, and you can either see it with him in the suit, like he's reflecting back, or it's just him looking at the suit. You know which one that is, Jarrett?
Which one?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where
like Ace the dog is there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know who's doing that.
There's a whole line. There's a whole line of those coming out.
Oh, okay.
There's that one that's a Harley Quinn where she's staring through the mirror and she sees herself on the other side.
Yeah, like I think those are dope.
There's a Two-Face one. Yeah, those are dope.
That was the only Batman that I've saw custom in a while that I've liked until we got to this one. I really like this one.
I saw this before coming on the show. It was Silk that we had shown it a long time ago, but this is the final outcome basically.
I don't think we have too many statues of Silk, so I think it looks pretty good.
This is when she first came on, like in the comics, because she didn't have a costume yet. So she just webbed herself up, basically.
I like the body. I don't like the hair that much, but I like the body. The body sculpt looks good. But I'm not a fan of the hair.
Yeah, I was trying to understand the hair, like what was going on.
What is it? Red with? I don't get what I'm looking.
Yeah, you see those girls nowadays that have the color in their hair and like the tips, they paint them different color,
highlights and all that. Yeah.
They could have done better just by having the whole thing black.
I'm not sure if she came out like that in the comics, though. I think she might have had that on her hair, so
or maybe textured it some more or something. But I
know.
like the body on it.
And this is what I was talking about earlier with the Prime One Hush and the custom. I think it looks dope together.
Yeah, it does.
This looks good.
I think the guys Godlike is the one that made this little picture. So
That's great.
That looks so dope.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. Was it's not going to be a switch out. It's just he's fixed because there was only 4 before, so he added the last 2 plates on the bottom basically. So he fixed that. So instead of a 4
that's the one you were talking about with the plates were different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is some of the portraits of the statue. And he's got one more portrait that he's working on. It's like a Jim Lee portrait for the early bird guys. So
they all look good.
Yeah, this is like that classic one. And this is like more modern. Then this is the Omega Beam effect. I like this one too with the glowing.
I love that one. That one and the classic one.
Yeah.
I love that you can display them. You don't use all the heads.
And this is the back part I was talking about, where he's going to define the 2 worlds more, I guess. So. But yeah, that's all the pictures that I had today. I didn't have that many. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, but there's a lot of stuff that I can't show. But when I can, I'll put it in it. But what did you guys think about those Thanoses today?
Custom all the way.
Custom. About you, FPJ?
Right now, that custom's looking good. But again, if like overall, I'd say the custom. But I really love the portraits on LBS.
What about you, Piggy?
It's a clean sweep. I like both statues, but the custom definitely takes it.
Gotcha.
Not feeling the little people version.
Yeah, the legs weren't doing it. Although the teeth and the lines in the face on the license piece were amazing, that custom took it.
Yeah, if we could take that portrait though and put it on the custom, I think that would be like knocking out the park.
Yeah. Get both of them, swap heads.
Yep.
Real quick, I did want to show this video though.
Oh my god! I don't know how many times have I watched this video.
Oh, you're gonna watch it again, my friend. you're gonna watch it again.
Man, this thing is so sick.
It's huge.
Man, I cannot wait to get this thing.
So this is not in hand yet, right?
No.
This is the prototype that just got done.
Wow.
I thought this was crazy, man. This is so much detail.
This thing is so bad. It's crazy.
This is 1/4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
it's huge.
I'm looking around like, where am I put it? Where am I gonna put it?
Yeah, it's gonna take up a lot of real estate. So.
Oh yes, it is.
Need snacks to assemble this one.
It looks like it's a lot of big pieces, though. I'm sure there's probably a lot of small ones that we don't see here, but looks like it's more so big pieces.
Yeah, that's fair.
She Diane watches this every day before he goes to bed.
So this statue right here, man, it's supposed to be coming out by the end of the year. I
don't
think this
think
is
it's gonna make
You
it.
think it'll happen?
if it does, I think this is going to be custom of the year right here.
Oh my god, yes, easy. If you do prototype of the year, then this is already taking it. So
Are you getting this Jarhead?
I have it on pre-order. Yeah.
yeah, we both do.
Oh, I already knew, like, because you guys have similar tastes in statues. So if one's getting it, the other's
Yeah,
getting
he tries to copy me. So
it.
Whatever.
Insane.
That's dope, man.
yeah,
That's a dope statue.
yeah I just wanted to end on that, like number 105th time that I watched that.
Same.
So, but
So,
yeah, thank you guys for hopping on. It's kind of quick today. I don't know how many. What, an hour and a half? So
it went by quickly, though.
Yeah.
It flew by.
I like to get in here and get it done and get out. So, but appreciate you guys showing up. Don, you got anything coming up or anything looking forward to? Or
I have a custom that FedEx just got a hold of, so it should be here this week. Other than that, I don't have anything else coming until XM starts releasing stuff.
what about you, FBJ?
Man, yes, I have the Jazz Inc. 89 Batmobile coming in soon. I got notification that it's about to ship. I think I'm in the second batch.
Okay.
So I think like in a month I should be getting my 89 Batmobile. So I think I'll be unboxing that probably right away, almost, because I've been anticipating that piece for a while. Other than that, nothing coming. Everything is I'm trying to pay for, or I think that's where I'm at right now. I got pieces I'm like coming and way down the line. I'm trying to pay them off. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I'm shuffling around stuff myself. I'm like trying to reorganize and see what I actually for sure want and what I've got a lot of pre-orders right now, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
Everything's coming up at one time. So apparently.
That's how it works.
Yeah. what about you, Piggy? What you got going on?
So hopefully the PCS Candyman will be shipping any day now.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then custom wise, I have to check on it, but the She-Hulk should be coming soon. So I thought,
is that the Savage Land one? Or
no, I can't say it on here, so I'll tell you when it ends. But it's the one where the ladies, you have suggestive options or options when they are fully appareled. I have the fully appareled one coming. So hopefully she'll be coming sometime soon.
Gotcha. Yeah, right now I've only got one. I've got a statue coming in, that Colossus. I've been looking forward to this Colossus for a while, so really excited about that. Should be on getting close to shipping here. I already paid the shipping on and everything, so waiting for that. And then I've got too many damn pre-orders, so
man,
sure. I'll take one of them off your hands. You know which one I'm talking about. But
I'm probably not gonna even get that one, bro. So
we gotta square some things away, but I'll take that off your hands.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody showing up. I appreciate everybody in the comments showing up. I appreciate everybody. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Enjoy your holiday if you have it. If you don't, sucks to be you. Take it easy, everybody.
See ya. Nice.